city called Szentendre. It's situated a bit north of Budapest, and from there we will take the train to this city. It will take approximately one hour. The metro station in Budapest is pretty old. It's very deep in the ground as well. It's supposed to be one of the oldest in the world, as it was constructed in the 1800s. But for now, we will get on the train, the metro, and it will take around 20 minutes or 15 minutes to the city center before we change to the train. And this is how the metro in Budapest are. And the train, the metro is coming.
This is Metro Line M2 to Déli pályaudvar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations from here. Pretty straightforward. And from a station called Budapest, we're supposed to change to line. Can it be number 5? Yeah, line number 5. Alright, we just bought a train ticket for our transfer station. And here are the 4 train tickets. This is actually only 2 tickets, but it's a bit different system here compared to other cities I've been to. So these are the 2 train tickets we need to stamp inside the train, and these are the tickets to show to the inspectors, because there is a QR code behind here that is supposed to be the same as both the 2 tickets. And then we have the return ticket from this city called Szentendre. We're expecting to be in Szentendre in approximately 40 minutes from when the train departs. Pretty much looking forward to it. Budapest has been a great city so far, definitely, but it's always interesting to see these outskirts cities or outskirts towns, because this town here, or city, is supposed to be very old, and it's surrounded by old architecture from the Baroque time, which is pretty cool. There it comes. And for me, this looks like very old Soviet communist train. They have this emblem in the front there, which was pretty awesome. Yeah, here. So first thing to do is to stamp our tickets. Nothing.
I don't think so.
Ah, it doesn't work. Alright.
He's doing it.
Ah, let's go over there. Try it. So, let's bring our tickets. Look. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but it's not really our fault. And we are on the train on our way to Szentendre. Pretty noisy train, very old train. Assume they have not done much with the engine to make it up to date, because it's very noisy inside here. Just gave us this, which means they want money. we arrived to this town here called Szentendre, or
Szentendre.
Szentendre. That was the name. It's so difficult names over time. We are basically just gonna see what this city here has to offer. I don't know much about it. It's supposed to be very old, and it was, what I read was that it was uninhabited by the Magyars, who are the original Hungarians from Central Asia. And it was uninhabited when they first arrived here. So this city is supposed to be very well intact by all the old architecture. It's supposed to be a super big city. It takes around 7 minutes to get to the city center, isn't it? 12 minutes.
To the main square.
Yeah.
Do you think they have a magnet here?
Oh, that would be nice. That would be very nice,
Oh,
actually.
I think that's local.
It's very local. Heim Sutode. I have no idea how to pronounce that correctly. But that is the name of the local store, at least. Magnet, yes. We have a tradition in all the cities that, no, actually countries that we visit, or cities, we buy a magnet for memory to hang up on our fridge. Hopefully they have that here. We didn't manage to get that when we went to Dobova in Slovenia, because it was very countryside. But let's see if we can find it here. There's different names on the streets here. Anyway, we're seeing here the town of old town, basically, of this countryside city. Pretty good vibe here. There are definitely a majority of locals that are very visible from long affairs. I don't think it's a lot of foreigners visiting this town here, except for those who might be living, those international expats that might be living in Budapest already. Let's go here.
What?
No, I said hello to the waitress, but they didn't say anything back.
Goulash.
Oh, they have goulash, the traditional Hungarian dish. I think I'll have that actually. Goulash soup with noodles. Perfect for lunch. We finally got our food, and for today's menu, it's, for me, it's traditional goulash soup, maybe the most famous and most attractive dish in Hungary. It's also the national dish, with bread, of course, cola zero, and for her it's some kind of toast with meat. I hope it's good. Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Very salty. Quite salty. I heard Hungarian loves salty food, and that's one reason they have a lot of salt in their food. But this goulash is definitely worth it. It's countryside as well, so it must be good. Try? Try with bread.
No, I have bread.
And do it with your bread. Good. Our first. Pretty okay.
This one's butter.
That's the butter. Pretty okay actually, both of these dishes. Now we're just walking around in the old town. We can try maybe this way, here. And I see an old cathedral behind there, which is very orthodox. Pretty cool. Oh, and they have actually a river down there. Maybe we can go down there first. So other than that, I'll show you how it looks like in the old town before we leave this region here. We'll come back here later, but it looks pretty empty, as you see. My impression is that many people probably commute to and from Budapest from here, as it's well connected. Here's a museum, which you can find everywhere.
Church museum.
Serb. Huh. Serbski. Exactly. Church museum. I think this town there is pretty religious because I've seen so many churches already. Here is, I think it's the Danube River, the same river that runs through Budapest, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't it?
I don't know, is that long?
It's that long river. It actually connects. Because that river that we saw in Budapest is actually one of the longest in Europe. It's pretty chilly and I regret that I didn't bring a warmer jacket. And that's one reason I'm wearing a mask now. It's just to keep the heat, not because of any corona or anything. There's a Himalayan Nepalese cafe here, which is not so common to see even in big cities in Europe, so that's pretty seriously freezing. I regret so badly. Do you want to have a coffee or something?
Yeah, I wanna go inside.
Yeah, let's go inside. I can try.
Yeah, let's try here.
Let's try. Ask. Yeah, TripAdvisor. Hello, do you sell coffee here?
Excuse me?
Coffee?
Yes.
I have coffee. Perfect. I sell coffee. Alright, so we will have coffee here. It's pretty good view. Do you have like coffee latte?
Latte? All right, thank you.
You as well, right?
Same.
Two of them. Is it all?
That's it.
Right, thank you.
Thank you so much. So we just finished coffee. We got our mandatory coffee and boost. Now we're just walking around in the city, and you have this umbrella roofs here that symbolize some kind of decoration. Not sure. But I've seen these umbrellas in Bratislava as well, so it's not so unique, but pretty cool anyway. So our next destination is basically just exploring this old town here. Maybe we can walk around, walk down there. Very narrow street. Oh, it's a spoon. It's a lot of spoons hanging there. It is. And it's this cheese cutter. Ooh, it's pretty cold. I am freezing actually.
I think can go back.
Yeah, let's go back. We can go around here and see what's there, and then let's head to the train station eventually. Oh, this looks like a top of fortress or something. I mean, there is a church there, but there are some fences there, you see? I wonder if we can get down. Let's take a look at the view. Maybe we can see the city, or we just see some rooftops. We never know. Huh. Pretty cool though. We see a lot of the rooftops, but the atmosphere here is very fairy tale style. It's super narrow. Oh my gosh, I can barely fit in here. Obviously I ate too much. And we are out in the street that we were just less than 10 minutes ago. Cool. And again, look at the sim. So yeah, we will go to the train station and we will take the train to Budapest. We have our return tickets luckily, but we never know how often these trains depart from these outskirts cities, so we'll see. Hopefully we won't be needing to wait too long. But yeah, we'll head back at least. Last view of the city before leaving. Pretty small city, very empty streets, probably not so many people living here. But again, this was a very spontaneous trip to the outskirts of Budapest. And it shows that the country of Hungary has a lot more to offer than just Budapest, at least.